Hey my beautiful Cancer gang, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy after CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your April 2021 reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in those comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, you're more than welcome to. All that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below. Good morning to you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys enjoyed the content here today, definitely consider subscribing. So, Cancer, let's see what we got going on here for the month of April. Messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout April 2021, what do we got coming in for Cancer here? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout April 2021. All right, Team Cancer, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle. And we'll take a look here and see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we got some pretty fantastic stuff. Cancer, overall energy for you guys this month is showing up as the Three of Swords. What's happening, man? You can be connecting with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Your current energy, we do have here the Queen of Swords. Person you're dealing with, we have here the Chariot. Could be a fellow Cancer. And the outcome that's present is the Ten of Cups. Having to go your separate ways to find your happy ending. That's what I'm seeing coming in for you guys throughout the month of April. It's having to separate between you and somebody else in order to find your happy ending, your ultimate fulfillment, your true and genuine soulmate. Taking a look at your current energy and your overall energy, Three of Swords to the Queen of Swords, you're in a space right now where you felt like you needed to separate yourself from somebody. And taking a look at who this person is, it seems to me like they've already moved on themselves. The Chariot, once again, could be a Cancer, but I do feel like this is somebody that's already kind of been long gone. Somebody here has already moved forward, and you're recognizing in order for me to be able to find my soulmate, I have to be willing to let go of somebody who already turned their back on me. Remember, I have an old saying I haven't said in a hot minute, but it's a saying I will always stick by. Never chase after somebody who's not chasing after you. Never go after an individual who's not going after you, right? Point blank period. If somebody here is moving on and they're not trying to stick around with you, then don't wait on somebody who's not waiting on you. As for the outcome that's present, though, Ten of Cups, Cancer, you can find your soulmate. But in order to allow yourself to do that, you have to release which is not serving you, which is the person you're dealing with. Okay? So somebody here moved on already, and it feels to me like this was a situation where you've been stuck on this person for quite some time. And coming forward into April 2021, it's all about separating yourself from them, detaching yourself from them, and setting yourself free in order to get out there and find the person who's actually divinely meant for you. All right? So what I'm going to do here, Cancer, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look and see how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout the month of April. Then I'll take a look and see how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout the month of April. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll go ahead and see the outcome, okay? Now, in regards to who Cancer is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Cancer? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout April 2021? How does the person that Cancer is dealing with feel towards Cancer? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout April 2021. First card out, what do we got? We have here another Chariot, okay? So in regards to your person, I still feel that energy of they are long gone. All right, moving forward from that, we have here the King of Swords. We have here the Seven of Swords. Wow, we have here the Knight of Pentacles. We have here the King of Cups, and we have here the Page of Pentacles. So Cancer, looking at the person you're connecting with, granted they may be long gone from the connection that they had with you, I don't feel like they actually moved to a better place. It kind of looks to me like they're having trouble in paradise. If the person you're dealing with is in a relationship, I don't think they're necessarily happy with the relationship they're a part of. I'm kind of picking up on the energy that, yeah, the person the person you're dealing with may have walked away from whatever it is the two of you had, but they definitely didn't walk into better waters. They definitely didn't walk into a better territory. If they are in a romantic relationship, they actually ended up connecting with somebody that was matching their vibration at the time they walked away from you. I kind of feel like this person was definitely in a lower vibration when they did walk away from you because they couldn't appreciate the love that you had for them, because to a certain extent, whoever this is you're connecting with did not have enough love for themselves. That's one of the biggest reasons why they pushed you away, Cancer. You know, you and the person you were dealing with were out of vibrational resonance because you loved and cared for them dearly, but because they didn't love and care for themselves enough, they couldn't receive that love from you. So instead, they ended up attracting lower vibration to match their energy, aka they attracted somebody who wasted their time, they attracted somebody who took them for granted, they attracted somebody who didn't show that love. like they needed to show it to themselves. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on here with whoever this is you're connecting with. And if they didn't walk away into a better relationship, I just think they're in a space overall where they're constantly looking and reaching out for someone to complete them. But at the end of the day, they're missing the key factor. They need to complete themselves. So yeah, that's your person's karma that they're kind of facing here throughout the month of April. And honestly, I feel for quite some time, I feel like that was kind of their karma that they've been facing ever since they walked away from you. Their karma is to learn to stop looking for love outside of themselves and to love themselves wholly and completely. Because they feel so incomplete, they're always craving love from other people, but it's never enough. And that's really what's coming up with the person you're dealing with, okay? In regards to what's going on with this individual, throughout March 2021, what do we got coming through? What is going on, please, with the person Cancer is dealing with throughout March 2021. I just finished the March reading, guys, so my bad. What's going on with the person that Cancer is dealing with throughout April 2021? First card out, we got here the Two of Wands. Next card out, we got here the Ace of Wands. And then we have here the Devil. Yeah, they're still in that cycle, man, of attracting what is equal to them. Remember, what we are putting out is what we'll get back. So if this person does not feel vibrationally complete within themselves, they're going to find people who are not going to complete them. You know, they got to complete themselves first. They got to be whole and complete in who they are first in order to feel that from somebody else. So moving forward into what's going on with this person throughout April, Two of Wands to the Ace of Wands, you know, they're still in a place where they're trying to find somebody who can fulfill the passion they're looking for. They're still in a place where they're searching and searching and searching when everything they needed all along was all within them. So ultimately, I feel like they're trapped in a pretty toxic cycle here. The Devil card, okay? Could have even been a Capricorn you were connecting with over here as well. So yeah, your person here is trapped in a pretty toxic cycle. And I think you were in a space, Cancer, where you held on to them for so long because you saw, to a certain extent, their suffering. You saw that they were trapped in this cycle. You knew that maybe not the full amount, but you knew a little bit about the love that they kind of lacked for themselves. I do feel for you, Cancer, that a big majority of the time why you were holding on to this relationship is whether or not it was kind of a subconscious response. It feels to me like you were trying to fix that. You were trying to help them. You were trying to assist them. You know, you did have genuine love for them. You did genuinely care for whoever this person was. But I think one of the biggest things that kept you stuck was wanting to fix the person you're dealing with, wanting to help them learn how to love themselves and see them the way that you saw them. You know, as Cancers, we're very passionate people, we're very loving people, we're very nurturing people. So when we see somebody we care about, we always kind of want them to see themselves in the way that we see them. If we see them as a beautiful, amazing individual and a person who's lovable, we would want them to see that from our perspective too. So yeah, you know, that won't resonate for every Cancer. Maybe some of you Cancers were just in love with this person, but for others of you, one of the main reasons why you might have been holding on to this person could have been because you felt some sort of obligation or duty to help them, you know, kind of learn how to love themselves and learn how to see themselves in a positive light. So like I said, that might not be for all Cancers. It might be for a few, but it could be for some of you here that are watching. So overall, disregarding now the person you're dealing with, you know, just summarizing it real quick. Someone here walked away from you. They lacked a lot of love for themselves. They found themselves in repetitive cycles after you of just people who would show them what they're lacking, which is consistently love. And I think they're still trying to learn the lesson at the end of the day. The love that they need is not going to come from outside of themselves. It's love that they need to find from within. I think that's the cycle that your person's still a part of and that your person's still going to be going through throughout the month of April, okay? And unfortunately, the only person that can really see that lesson and learn that lesson is going to be them. Now, in regards to how Cancer feels towards the person they're dealing with and what is going on with Cancer throughout April 2021, let's have a look. How does Cancer feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Cancer, please, throughout April 2021? Well, first card out, we got here a Hermit. Next card out, we got here the Temperance. We have here the Hierophant. We have here the Six of Wands. And then we have here the Four of Cups. So yeah, you're committing as much as you can to moving on from the person you're dealing with. I mean, first things first, Hermit card to the Temperance card. This is taking time out to heal. This is taking time out to officially move on from the person you're dealing with, right? So with the Hermit card here all the way to the Hierophant, or not to the Hierophant, with the Hermit card to the Temperance, this is about healing your wounds, okay? Accepting the fact that you and this individual are separated, accepting the fact that you and this individual are not reconciling, and giving yourself that moment to heal. Now, what I find fascinating is that we do have the Hierophant, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Four of Cups. This is the space, Cancer, where you're saying, I need to commit to moving on. But in order to commit to moving on, I have to make sure that I am limiting myself from being able to think about this person, contact this person, and all things of this nature. So for some of you guys here in the month of April, this could be you deleting pictures that you had with the person you're dealing with. As Cancers, we're very sentimental. When we love and care about somebody, we save the pictures no matter what, okay? So Cancer, in this month, you might be deleting some pictures off of your phone. This could be blocking this person's number, blocking them on social media, just so that you don't have any kind of way to really, check in on them and think about them. It's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind mentality that you're going to be putting through throughout the month of April here. We also have the High Priestess, and then we also have here the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. You're kind of just getting this intuitive feeling right now that what is best for you is to limit yourself from this person as much as possible and to be as close to your stable family as possible. So the Ten of Pentacles is your stable environment. Whether you're around really good friends, really good family, really good environment, whatever the case is, you want to keep yourself in a positive environment where you're kind of almost distracted in a way, to a point where you're just seeing this person as out of sight, out of mind. You're not going to reach out, you're not going to text, you're not going to look at old pictures anymore because you're going to limit yourself as much as possible. And then you want to stick around other people so you can kind of focus on yourself and take your mind off of this specific individual, which meanwhile, this person's been on your mind, Cancer, for quite a long time. This is the energy of I've been holding on to this person forever, hoping that we would get back together, believing that they were meant for me, believing that they were right for me. But ultimately, the whole story went a lot deeper than that. It wasn't about this person being right for you or not. It was about this person having to see the love that they were lacking is the love that they needed to have for themselves. And that's why they couldn't accept your love, Cancer. In a way, your love to them was too good for them. They didn't believe that they were worthy or deserving of your love. And that's because they didn't love themselves enough. And it's unfortunate. It sucks when people are in that space because you want to be happily ever after with that person. But, that's something that they just simply got to learn. So that's what's going on with them in April. As for you, Cancer, you're limiting yourself from this person as much as possible. You're focusing on sticking around a really good environment to kind of get your mind off this individual while you're accepting the fact that the two of you won't be together and while you're accepting the fact that moving on is something that takes time and you're making sure that you're committing to it, okay? So you're really committing to moving on here. In regards to what's going on with Cancer throughout April 2021, let's take a look. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout April 2021. What is going on with Cancer here, please? We got here the Five of Swords, we got here the Fool, and we have here the Four of Wands. It's going to be tough, Cancer. I'm telling you that right now. It's not going to be easy to resist something you're so used to, Holding on to a person becomes a cycle within itself, and it becomes a vicious cycle because it gets incredibly hard to break it. Five of Swords to the Fool card, you're going to have impulses to check in on them. You're going to have impulses to see how they're doing. You're going to have impulses even possibly to message them or communicate with them. But ultimately, you got to make sure that you are staying surrounded by your crowd. For some of you Cancers, I could say that they're, in my best advice, maybe you should talk to your friends about this or people that are close to you. Let them know that, you've been having a difficult time moving on from whoever this person is, whether they're your ex and whatnot. Let your friends know you've been having a hard time moving on. You're doing your best to do so, and you've been getting impulses to reach out or you've been getting impulses to, check on them and see how they're doing. Just let people that you trust that are close to you know that so that they can help you in those times where you feel like you're having a moment of weakness, okay? Because Cancer, it's not going to be easy, For a while, you've been stuck on this person for a very long time. So because you were trapped in that cycle within itself, it's very hard to break that cycle personally, So I would definitely tell somebody you trust so that they can kind of help guide the way, okay? In regards to where energies are aligning between Cancer and the person they're dealing with throughout April 2021, where energy is aligning, please. We got here King of Wands taking action. We got here Knight of Wands taking action to move forward. And we got here Wheel of Fortune embracing change, and the Ten of Swords letting what already has ended come to an ending on your side. That's powerful, Cancer. And that's true. Because at the end of the day, the relationship the two of you have or had already ended. It just didn't end for you because you were really holding on to that, hope and that spark of like, we'll get back together, hopefully, right? Well, by letting that hope go and really accepting what actually happened between the two of you, that's what's going to set you free. A lot of the time, what makes people still hold on to individuals is the fact that they don't accept what happened when it happened. So, for example, when a breakup happens, instantaneously, the relationship you once had with somebody is no longer present. There is a breakup, there is a separation. And the reason why people hold on is because they don't want to accept that the moment it happens. Instead, they refuse to accept that and believe that things will change over time and that things will go back to the way they used to be. That's why people usually are stuck. So Cancer, King of Wands, Knight of Wands, you're taking action to be able to move on and surround yourself with a better environment. You're taking action to have a genuine change, Wheel of Fortune, and the action that you are directly taking is letting yourself recognize what's over is over and I have to accept that. Acceptance is the first part to being able to move on, by the way. The moment you accept the fact that things are over, the transitioning to moving on is going to be a hell of a lot easier than if you were still hoping for a reconciliation. All right? So yeah, Cancer, it's a little bit of a tough read. Like, I get where you guys are coming from, I've been in a position like this before where I've loved somebody and cared for somebody and held on to that specific person for so long, until I had to recognize, it's not happening. It's over and they have their cycle and I have mine. This is definitely not an easy situation to deal with, but I see where you guys are coming from. And you know what? It's going to be tempting while you guys are going through the period of trying to move on. It's going to be tempting to want to reach out. It's going to be tempting to want to go find the photos that you deleted because you probably saved one anyways. It's going to be tough, right? But at the end of the day, it's not impossible. It's something that you can do. And when you really do let this person go, you will find your soulmate. Because this person's got their own cycle that they got to work through. This person is not going to be with their one true love until they learn to love themselves. And if they're meant for you, they'll find a way back to you. But don't use that as a signal as hope. Just use that as, let the universe guide me to where the hell I need to go. Whether I'm supposed to be with this person, whether I'm not supposed to be with this person. At the end of the day, I'm letting go of what's already ended, and universe, you guide me to who I'm supposed to be with, okay? Because that 10 of Cups energy is the universe saying, look, if it's not working out with this person, then once you let go, I can finally let energy start moving forward. The thing is that when we're stuck on a person, the universe can't manifest somebody in. Because you're stuck on someone here. If your intention is stuck on somebody who's not stuck on you, how could the universe send somebody new your way when you're not going to be paying attention to the new people coming in? That's how you miss out on a lot of opportunities. You may have even met your soulmate while you were still stuck on this individual and you had no clue because you weren't open to receiving your soulmate. You were still stuck on the idea of getting back together and having said reconciliation. So the universe can only really deliver you that new person, that new connection when you're open and ready to receive. And by letting go here, Cancer, you will be open and ready to receive. As for the overall outcome between Cancer and the person they're dealing with throughout April 2021, what is the overall outcome? We have here Queen of Pentacles, having to put time aside. We have here Knight of Cups, to embrace new love swiftly coming in. And 9 of Pentacles, enjoy being single and independent from this previous connection. I like it, Cancer. I like it a lot. So with the Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and 9 of Pentacles, this is the energy of I'm finally going to be ready to be open and ready to receive. This is beautiful, guys. Listen, man, letting go can be a bitch, but once you do it, that's what sets you free. That's when all the opportunities start flowing in. That's when the energies start moving because the blockage was you holding on. The moment you detach and you let go, that's when all the opportunities start manifesting. That's when you start going out on dates and meeting new people. That's when you start getting new relationships coming in. It's the moment when you are willing to let go and trust the universe and say whatever's meant to be is meant to be. So Cancer, this independence that you guys are going to have at the end of the month by letting go of this person is what's going to let all the new people come in, all the new love come in, and eventually it's what's going to direct you to your soulmate. Okay? All right, Cancer, you guys got this. Look, as Cancers, we're so sentimental. It's so tough to let go sometimes. I know where you guys are coming from, but when I tell you you can do it, you genuinely can. I mean, if you want a personal experience story, when I let go of somebody that I was incredibly in love with, once I let go of that girl, not even 2 months later, I met my soulmate. Not even 2 months later. It was like that, bada bing, bada boom. I was like, oh shit, we in a relationship now, huh? You see what I'm saying? So sometimes that's all it takes is just letting go for all the energies to start moving fast and moving forward and for all of the things that are meant to fall into alignment fall right into place. Okay? All right, Cancer. I love you guys so much. Have an awesome and amazing rest of your April 2021. Take care, guys. Be well. And I will see you all later. Much love, my Cancer gang, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.